I used to think that in order to have a lot of success, you had to wear a fancy suit, look super important at all times, and work around the clock. But then I built a multi-million-dollar business in my Lulus, in my living room. And I realized that the new entrepreneurial dream, it looks pretty different. Ready? Welcome to Tip Tuesday, where I share bite-sized, bright ideas to build your business. And today I'm gonna be sharing the 6 steps to becoming a YouTube millionaire. Really though. When I was a little girl, I dreamed of being a big-time network TV host. And today, instead of working for a big network, having a boss, and having to get up at an ungodly hour in the morning, which I used to have to do. I used to have to get up at 2:55 in the morning. I now work for myself. I make videos from my house, and I have a global team. So how exactly did I do all of this? YouTube. That's the really simple answer. There are 6 steps that I took to take my YouTube channel from being just a random old video hosting platform to an actual multi-million-dollar business. And yes, I do have receipts, because I don't know if you know this, but there's people who lie about stuff on the internet. So I figured I'd actually show you this is for real. This is a screenshot of the revenue that I have generated from just one of my products from YouTube. And it's honestly insane to share this. It's crazy to see it with my own eyes, and I never anticipated that this was going to happen when I started making videos about 4 years ago. And no, I am not showing you this to show off. I think you know me well enough by now, and if you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe, new videos every week. But I think you know me well enough now that I'm not sharing this to show off or to brag. I'm sharing it because it's possible. I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined that I would build a business at this level, but if I can do it, you can do it. And just to be totally clear, the revenue that I'm talking about has not come from sponsorships, it hasn't come from brand deals, and it hasn't come from Adsense. Those are all cute little cherries on top, but they're not the main source of the revenue that I'm talking about today. So here's how it happened. The 6 steps to becoming a YouTube millionaire. Step 1, I started my channel. Because let's be honest, no one can find you if you don't start a channel, and customers, clients, sales can't come rolling in if you don't have a channel. So I started my channel imperfectly, really imperfectly. And if you want to scroll back, feel free. I started with a window for natural light, a webcam, and a stack of books as my tripod. And I shot videos that I knew my clients were asking me about. So it just started as a way to answer client questions without having to go to more meetings or get on more phone calls. So I kind of just started it out of pure necessity. And then I realized, oh, there's more people than just my clients looking for these answers. And that's when my channel started to get a ton of engagement and all these views, and I was getting discovered by new people every single day. So starting was step 1. Step number 2 was I got laser focused on my niche. So I figured out by testing content, and if you're new on YouTube, you're probably thinking, well, none of my videos are getting traction and I'm not growing fast enough, and all those things, which I hear on a daily basis. But the reality is there are pieces of content that are gonna take off more than others. And so those are the ones to pay attention to. So when I started making videos on YouTube, I was talking about all different kinds of things. I was talking about technology and apps. I was talking about social media in general. I was talking about all the different platforms. But then I realized that every time I talked about YouTube, it's when it got the most momentum. So I realized there was a need for that. And that's when I laser focused in on YouTube, and I started talking about YouTube more often. Step number 3 was I built a customer list. So I started to realize that YouTube is great, but at the end of the day, I don't own YouTube. And what I really needed to do was own my audience. So basically what I started doing was with every video, I would find a way to get people off of YouTube and onto my email list. And so your email list is the most profitable part of your business, and it's the thing that you're going to use when you actually have something to sell. So I got people into a private Facebook group, and I got people onto an email list. And those were the 2 places that I was pushing my YouTube audience every single day, and it was growing every single day on autopilot, because all these videos that I had created were working for me because they were showing up number 1 on YouTube and on Google. So they were pulling in an audience and new potential customers all day, every day, and building that email list and that Facebook group. Step number 4, I created a product that you wanted. So by building a list, building a Facebook group, creating content that I knew was actually working for you, I just started asking, what is it that you want from me? What do you want more of? And as much as I could share a lot of information in my YouTube videos, I knew that I could create something even more in depth with something like an online course. So I created my first online course by asking my audience that I'd created, asking that customer list I'd created on my email list, and I created a video marketing course. The first time I'd ever launched anything of my own, the first time that I had ever sold a product that I had created, in the first launch ever, I made $10,000. And I was so thrilled, so excited, and I just kept thinking, can't get better than this. And then we launched another product directly to my email list that I had built off of YouTube. That was a $40,000 launch in the first 5 days. And now that same product has generated well over $1 million in revenue. So it started small and just continued to go from there because I had built my own customer base. Step number 5, I automated my sales system. So I was selling these products, doing launches, I had an email list that I could sell to, and then I realized, well, if I could create some sort of like video funnel from my YouTube videos, then I could be selling my products every single day on autopilot. So that's what I did. I started creating sales funnels that I could send people to as soon as they watched a YouTube video that they could get funneled through to get pitched to my products eventually. So that put my income on autopilot. So my videos every single day, because the whole method of my videos and what I do with my students and clients is I teach them how to rank #1 on YouTube and Google. So if you're ranking #1 for any topic, there's a new audience and new potential customers that are finding you every single day. So we're getting sales every single day from YouTube for my products through these automated systems that I've created. Before we dive into step number 6, which is the final step, I wanna know, what is something that you feel like you could sell or you're inspired to sell now hearing this? Put it in the comments below. I would be very curious to find out what it is that you could do with this. And like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. All right, so step number 6 is we used paid ads to scale the business. So we built our business organically using YouTube, didn't touch paid advertisements, and then I had all this capital, I'll call it, and money in the bank that I was able to then put back into the business to help it scale and grow and bring in even more revenue by getting my message out there to an even bigger audience through paid advertisements, whether it was Facebook ads or Instagram ads or even YouTube ads. So those are the 6 steps that I used to become, I feel like I have to say it in a funny way every time I say it, a YouTube millionaire. Now I know you might be thinking,
girl, if you've really made $1 million, why don't you have a yellow Ferrari?
Well, the reason is, first reason I guess, is that I'm not overcompensating for anything. And second reason is that it's just not my style. And truthfully, just because you make $1 million in revenue or multiple millions in revenue, which we've done through all of our products and services, you want to take that money and put it back in the business and be smart about it. So I am a big proponent of using the money that you've created to create an even bigger impact. So we put it back into the business, we put it into paid advertising to scale the business even further and help even more people. We've also, used it for things like building the team and having the right people in the right seats. And ultimately, I've also saved quite a bit of money as well, which I know might not be as sexy as a Ferrari, but to me it's very sexy. I think saving money is a really smart move, so that's what I've done. So yes, I've taken a more responsible route with this, but for me, that is freedom. So whenever people say they want to get into business for themselves or create an empire or build this entrepreneurial dream, they say they want to do it for freedom, and you can let me know in the comments if that's what you're craving. And my sense of freedom is being able to work from home in my Lululemons, in my leggings, creating a business that I love, doing what I love on a daily basis, and being able to help people at the same time. So I've created my own schedule, I've created my own rules, and I've really created a business on my own terms, and that to me is the ultimate freedom. So if you're ready to create your own freedom and you really want to get serious about building your business with YouTube, click the link in the description or in the cards to check out my free training on exactly how to do that. Now, if you found this video valuable and you enjoyed it, make sure you take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, tag me, and I'll share it on my stories as well. I love seeing your feedback, and the more you share this message, the more people we can impact with it. So do me that favor, please. If you liked it, give it a like below. Make sure that you subscribe for new videos every single week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.